Hey everybody, this is Rev J with Rev J Rides. I am in the second part of my pre-ride for the Off the Grid Ministries ride in some really pretty countryside on my way over towards Hohenwald. I left the camp in Linden and I'm on my way towards Hohenwald right now. Just on the other side of Hohenwald, on Highway 20, there's a park, Maryweather Lewis State Park. It's just off of the Natchez Trace. That state park is a very significant park. Maryweather Lewis was a key person in the history of our nation. I'm sure many of you, most of you probably, have heard of Lewis and Clark, the expeditions they did as they mapped out territory throughout the United States of America before many of the western states were even states yet. Maryweather Lewis, I think, had served as a governor of a territory, not a state, but a territory in Louisiana before it had become a state. And he was also the President Jefferson's, I think. He was President Jefferson's personal secretary. So he was a key person in a lot of history. Here's the entrance to the park, Maryweather Lewis State Park. This is a picture of where he was buried, or the monument over where his ashes are. You can see a picture of the plaque, and if you want to take time to read that, go right ahead. Just pause it and read it. He was an interesting man and a big part of the history of the United States of America. He was killed in a house here on this property. Our group is going to stop there and see that burial place and read about the history, learn a little bit more about the history. They have a museum there, cool place. After leaving the park, we're going to head towards Summertown on Highway 20. Summertown is a neat little town. It's an old town. It's pretty small. There's not a whole lot there, but what is there is kind of cool looking. The countryside certainly is. And then just on the other side of Summertown, I have found some of the absolute best country roads through Middle Tennessee. This is going to be a lot of fun for the group to ride on. There's a store out in this area right here named after Maryweather Lewis, a little country store, it's a restaurant, sort of, but more like a country store / restaurant. I don't think we'll stop there because we're headed towards what I'm going to do on my next video, which is called Soda Pop Junction. That's a real cool place. That's the location of where I will head for the next video. But for now, we're just going through some roads here in Summertown, or near Summertown. On these rides, I like to plan for some really cool looking natural stuff to see. Waterfalls and stuff. That's going to be part of the ride, but that won't come for another couple of weeks at least. But also some historical things, something we can learn about. Pretty roads, fun riding, a lot of twisties, hills, a lot of other things, switchbacks. I try to plan a little bit of something for everybody to really enjoy. Did you see that little bitty post office back there? I had a friend who used to be pastor at this church here. I don't know who's pastor there now. It seems like a while back, somebody from that church contacted me from the search team. I think it was probably a year or maybe 2 years ago, but I was not at that time looking for a new church. I'm really glad to be where I am right now. God has brought me there. Today we saw some amazing things, some divine appointments. I mean, this is probably some of the best stuff I've ever experienced in my life. So I just want to praise the Lord. This was a good ride on a good day. Hey guys, if you enjoy our videos, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Thank you a bunch, and have a blessed one.